right, we have some breaking news to get to here on the San Francisco 49ers Report by Chat Sports. I'm Chase Sr. The 49ers have locked up one of their top young players in cornerback Deommodore Lenoir on this evening of November 12th, 2024. It is going to be a 5-year, $92 million contract extension for the 2021 fifth-round pick out of Oregon, who since he got drafted by San Francisco has gotten better and better and better every year that he's been in the National Football League. I have a lot of thoughts about this. This is a really cool developmental story for Lenoir, but also for this Niners organization. And what does it mean for another star corner on this Niners roster? Stay tuned for all of that. This is why you subscribe to the channel, though, because when breaking news happens, I talk about it here on the show, regardless of where I am, because I have to provide for the faithful. And anytime you can talk Niners and get paid for it, making a living doing this, it's an absolute blast and an absolute blessing. Today's 49ers Report, by the way, sponsored by Prize Picks, best daily fantasy sports app in the game, more than 10 million active users, billions of dollars handed out in awarded winnings, and right now, you get $50 when you play $5. All you have to do is go to prizepicks.com/CLNS. And you pick 2 or more players, you choose more or less on their projected stats, and you're guaranteed to win big-time money, up to 100 times your cash. I'm going to put that link down below in the comment section and attached to the pinned comment of today's 49ers Report. So according to ESPN NFL insider Jeremy Fowler, the Niners are signing Deommodore Lenoir to a 5-year, $92 million contract extension instead of waiting until after the year when Deommodore Lenoir is expected to be a free agent. The 49ers are locking him up right now. A lot of you might have that question. Chase, why are the Niners signing Demo right now as compared to after the season? Couple of reasons here. He's been playing elite football this season, an all-pro, Pro Bowl caliber year here in 2024. And over the last couple of years, honestly, he's really been rising the ranks as one of the top corners in the game. So by signing him right now, the Niners can get him at a pretty good price. Because if he continues to excel and the Niners let him hit the free agency market, another team who's desperate for some corner help, and they want a 25-year-old corner like Lenoir who has ball skills, physicality, tenaciousness, awareness, instincts, high-level player, they might decide to give him $20+ million per year. I think San Francisco also, in addition to wanting to get this deal done now as compared to paying more later, they're rewarding a player who has no financial security beyond the season, who has been critical to their defensive success over the last couple of years and has provided great play regardless of what the Niners have asked of him. Demo is lined up outside. He's excelled. He's lined up in the slot. He's played great football. And so this is a player who's developed under the Niners' watch. He's done everything that the Niners have asked. He hasn't complained about a thing. He plays the game the right way, the way that the Niners want their players to play, because they do care about culture, and they're rewarding him right now for his play, which has been a bargain for San Francisco throughout the duration of his rookie contract. And I'm not kidding. Like, he's really having an all-pro caliber year, and throughout his entire career, he's in year 4 right now. Deommodore Lenoir has given up just 4 touchdowns in coverage. None in coverage this year. And he draws some difficult assignments. Whether he has to play on the outside, he's going up against some of the upper echelon X wide receivers in the game, or if he has to go in the slot and he has to match up against a player like CD Lamb, he's able to play very well in all types of situations. He's good against the run. He's good press coverage, good off coverage. Again, anything the Niners have asked of him, he's been able to really succeed. And the former 5th-round pick has just been a great developmental story for this Niners organization. Earlier today, I did a deep dive breakdown on the impact that Ricky Pearsall, Renardo Green, Dominic Pooney, and Malik Mustafa had against the Buccaneers back on Sunday. And one of the points I had made was, in order to be a sustainable winner in the NFL, you need to draft and develop talent. And anytime that you invest in those draftees and you give them contract extensions, that's something worth celebrating. because it means that you hit on the player and they can be a part of your organization for a long time. And it means that they've played big roles for your team during their rookie deals. And Deommodore Lenoir has barely made any money throughout his rookie contract. And he has been a great bargain for San Francisco with what he's given them on the defensive side of the ball. Now they reward him. And with him being in a contract year, they're rewarding him for his outstanding play for a player who embodies what the Niners are about. He's just been fantastic during this Niners tenure. And he's now getting $18.4 million per season. That's actually not bad for top-flight cornerback play. And let's just focus on average annual value here because I'm not sure what the guaranteed money is. Nobody knows that as of right now. So the highest paid corner in the NFL is Jalen Ramsey at $24.1 million per year. Patrick Surtain just got paid. He's making $24 million per season. Jair Alexander, $21 million per year. A.J. Terrell, $20.25, so 20 and a quarter. Denzel Ward is making $20.1. Marlon Humphrey, $19.5. Marshawn Lattimore, $19.4. Trayvon Diggs, $19.4. Tyson Campbell, $19.1. L'Jarius Sneed, $19.1. Jalen Johnson at $19 million. Then there's Carlton Davis at $14.8 and Charvarius Ward at $13.5. And so there's a little bit of a gap there between Jalen Johnson and Carlton Davis. That's where Deommodore Lenoir fits in at that $18.4 million per year number. And think about the players who are ahead of him, right? Is Deommodore Lenoir better than Jalen Johnson? You can make that argument. Is he better than L'Jarius Sneed? You can make that argument. Is he better than Tyson Campbell? You can make that argument. Is he better than Trayvon Diggs? Diggs is like a sexy corner as far as his play goes because he picks off a bunch of passes. In coverage, though, sometimes he can struggle because he's a gambler. Marshawn Lattimore's making $19.4. He's been injured the last 3 years. Marlon Humphrey at $19.5, Denzel Ward at $20.1, A.J. Terrell at $20.25, Jair Alexander at $21. The point here being is that the Niners are signing a player who's playing at an all-pro level for $18.4 million per year, and he's making less than some of the top-flight corners who he might be better than. And so that's part of the reason why the Niners are signing him right now, to get ahead of the market. And with the NFL salary cap continuing to be on the uptick, and it's going to continue to rise, 18.4 for an all-pro, Pro Bowl level corner could end up being a bargain now and in the future. And you're able to keep a homegrown player under wraps who's a part of your defensive core, who, him and Fred Warner, you know every single week. They're going to give you consistency. They're going to give you great play. They're going to give you leadership, all-out hustle, and be leaders on that defense. And this year, Lenoir's Pro Football Focus numbers, this is a classic example of the eye test tells us he plays a lot better than these PFF numbers. 67.8 overall grade, a coverage grade, though, of 72.1. So that's really good. He's giving up a passer rating allowed of 65, yards per catch of 9.9. He has 2 picks, one of Dak, one off Patrick Mahomes, 9 missed tackles, 16 stops, 323 coverage snaps. It's pretty damn good. And Nick Wagner put out something interesting prior to the year. He had asked Demo about signing a contract extension, and he put out this tweet here tonight. This is what Deommodore Lenoir told me in training camp about his contract situation. Wasn't in a rush because he felt like he could solidify himself as a top corner. He's done that through the first half of the season. Now he gets a deal done. The direct quote from Lenoir at the time before the year, quote, "I don't want to go in just thinking about a contract. I'm more of like, I came in with nothing. I've been through the struggle already. I ain't struggling right now. I'm good where I'm at, and I'm ready to take on the season." And I think the Niners really like that. They had to deal with all of the Brandon Ayuk tactics and drama, and that's something that dragged on for so long. And Ayuk took to social media and put out all of these blanketed messages about him wanting to get paid. He talked openly about going to another team, whereas Deommodore Lenoir put his head down. He improved. He's playing the best football of his life. He's a late-round pick who's barely made anything. He's just gritty. He went to work, and now the Niners are paying him. As for what this means for the Niners moving forward, 25-year-old corner under wraps. He's now shown that he can play like one of the top corners in the game on the outside. That was one of the things that I wanted to see from him. You don't pay slot corners $18.4 million per year. He's on the outside now, and he hasn't missed a beat. To me, though, big picture, and I don't want to talk about this given the sensitive nature of where he is in his life, but this is a business, and we have to have this conversation right now. Charvarius Ward, I think, is going to be playing elsewhere in 2025. He's in the final year of his contract. He's making $13.5 million per year. He's a little bit older. He was a second-team All-Pro last year. Prior to him not being with the team due to the tragic circumstances, and my thoughts and prayers are with him, he was struggling a little bit. But he could look to get a contract extension and make more than $13.5 million. And a team out there might be willing to give him 15, 16, 17 mil per year. And they'll say to themselves, well, in 2023, he was an All-Pro and was picking passes off, one of the leaders in passes defensed and pass breakups. We'll take a chance on him because we need a corner. And so with Lenoir getting paid and playing well, with Renardo Green being the third highest graded corner in the NFL and him playing at a very high level, he's going to be on his rookie contract. You can kind of reset that corner room. So you don't pay Charvarius Ward, you pay Deommodore Lenoir, you let Ward walk, his money is off the books, now you pay Lenoir. Renardo Green is a second-round pick. He's not making that much money, and those are your two outside corners moving forward. You'll have to find a slot guy. Pretty much everybody in that cornerback room outside of Renardo Green is on an expiring deal. You'll have to build up depth. But with a team that is going to have to pay Brock Purdy, most likely, with the team that is getting more expensive, losing Ward, signing Lenoir, it's kind of offset to a certain degree. So I think Deommodore Lenoir, Renardo Green will be the Niners' outside corners in 2025, and I think Charvarius Ward will be playing elsewhere in 2025. But he ended up being a great signing for San Francisco, developing into a second-team All-Pro. And when you get that for $13-14 million per year in today's corner market, that's a contract that ended up being beneficial for San Francisco. But what a path for the fifth-round pick in Lenoir. Remember when he was a rookie during minicamp and he locked up a receiver and Deion Sanders tweeted about that video clip and said, "This guy's a dog"? Well, Deommodore Lenoir has ended up being a straight-up dog, and now he gets paid by San Francisco here. So, Deommodore Lenoir, congratulations to you. Niners locking up one of their top homegrown young players. Don't forget to hit that sub button. Thanks for watching. Check out the video from earlier. Tomorrow morning, Niners Seahawks preview will go up on the channel. Be sure to check that out.